Hey, good evening. I wanted to do a quick read before I go to bed. It's a collective read. Take it or leave it. I'm going to use my Rider Waite deck. A couple more shuffles here. I think you desire a family more than you let on. Or you hold back. You're holding back from maybe even admitting to yourself that you want a family, or to be a part of a family, or maybe you're holding back from your family, and it takes a lot of strength because there's a part of you that really loves maybe even just people in general, loves connection, and so you could be apart from your family, but it's taking a lot of strength. You could be someone who really desires to have a family of your own, but maybe you're not admitting that to yourself. Or maybe there's somebody that you want to have a family with, but you're holding back. I just saw that on the split in the cards. So may not be for everyone, just this one message here at the beginning. Okay, so we have the Fool coming out. The Fool. I think there's a message here about how much you're willing to see, how much you're willing to really see your blind spots, really see your beauty, and to really know what you know and pursue what you know. There's an aspect here about faith. There's an aspect here about feeling closed off. There's an aspect here about feeling overwhelmed by a lot of options. So I think from the outside, you may look like a person who's doing quite well, but I think on the inside, there could be like some executive dysfunction. There could be some closing off of the heart space, living in the mind space, because I'm getting like someone who's got a lot of emotionally going on. Distractions, illusions, but not even that. It's like maybe some of that, but I feel like there's something that's overwhelming your system, and rather than really open up to it and face it, you walk as if there's nothing really going on. And it could be that it's just maybe too painful to face or too confusing. You might have a lot of internal desires that seem to pull at each other, and maybe externally you have to meet a lot of people's demands. And so in some ways you ignore or you get confused in your own being about what is next or what you want. Like, I feel like the way that you walk might look like you know what you want, but really inside, but I think it's a mask for this for a deep wound, a deep confusion. It's a mask. And I'm not saying that there's not joy in that masking. I just feel intuitively that there's a lot like a lot of undercurrent, maybe even a lot of stale energy that's not moving. And so because that energy is not moving, it's overwhelming your system. I think too, you're trying to understand like your value system, what you care about versus what you think you should care about, like who you truly are versus who others want you to be, the world wants you to be, the systems want you to be. The systems will always want you to be something that you're not. They just, because we live in a capitalist, if you're in the US, we're in a capitalist society that demands this production and wants humans to be a certain way. And maybe in some way you can mask according to that. You don't, it's like you're so overwhelmed, you don't want to see. But then it's like when you finally rest or you relax, it's like everything comes in at once. That's what I'm getting here. And I'm getting this internal sensation. It's like it could be like a bright sunny day. It could be that you go for walks. It could be that you have a pet. It could be that there are some aspects of your life that are just completely fine, that allow you to maintain for a while. You don't want to choose, or you're struggling to choose. And because of that, you close off, you numb fear, doubt, self-doubt, not knowing how to put yourself into the center. How do you put yourself into your life, fully into your life? How do you prioritize your needs and your desires so that you don't have to mask as much? In the world, it feels like that's required a little bit, right? That masking, but maybe there's like finding more safe places, finding more places where you can just be completely vulnerable about how you truly feel, how overwhelmed you really are. Maybe it's a friend, or I know some people like do voice notes to themselves where they just talk as if they'd be talking to like a therapist or a friend, and like, this is everything I'm experiencing, this is what's really hard about this is where I can't choose, this is where I'm overwhelmed, and I'm going on day after day after day, and I just don't know how to do it. It's almost like you feel blocked from your own self, like the nurturing isn't there. The beauty of it is that I see that there's still like a strong inner child here within you. I see that so much. But I think you sometimes doubt this inner child. You doubt the beauty of your own being, And there's a potential here for you to be completely whole and healed. Like, that's your birthright. It is. You are this very beautiful, beautiful person. And I get that there are people that don't want you to know that. There are people that have gotten into your psyche in some way, and you don't have enough confidence to push back. It's almost like you've started to believe it, even if there's some resistance. It's been hard to look and face those demons and those devils. And I want you to know that those things, those perceptions that people have of you aren't